It's that time of year. We got playoff season if you're watching football or following some sport, and you have layoff season. And the big thing about layoff season, you never know when the shit is going to happen, and it could happen at any time at any company. So Microsoft just announced massive layoffs of about 2,000 or 3,000 people right there in Redmond, Washington. And now Facebook just laid off about 1,000 people here in Seattle. And the big one is Amazon. I was in the process of trying to get hired by Amazon, and bam, right before I know it, turn my head, get busted in the head with a rust-ass alternator. Guess I'm in layoffs at Amazon. 10 damn thousand. 10 whole thousand people. And I wonder, damn, why I didn't get this job? Oh, I see why I didn't get the job. Nah, shit. 10,000 people laid off. So guess what that means? I'm going to continue with my side hustle, Hello Tech Uber. If you're in the tech field, this is going to always be something important to know. Always have your second and third and fourth backup plan, because, and that's if you're working in any company. If you're doing human resources, cooking food, coding, or if you're doing security, or if you're a cop or something, anything. If you're doing something, then always have a backup plan. I know I'm repeating myself, but I gotta say this 1,000 billion, 10 to the E to the 1,001 gazillions, hillionth, million times. If you don't have a backup plan, then prepare to be homeless in this bitch. So, this is the Savage Scientist Ed here, and let you see some of this proof before I roll out of here. So you think it's a game? Look at this. Amazon. Approximately 10,000 people gonna be welcoming that unemployment check. We're hiring more people in the future, but right now, look at that, 11,000. So we're looking at a 13% decrease in the workforce, in the tech workforce here. Shit, it Lyft. I tell you, this is one company that I hate. And I just wish Uber buy them out. I hate you, Lyft. I hate you. I hate Lyft. I wish I could turn this into a middle finger and put it right down on top of Lyft. Stripe, that I guess that's the company that deals with some type of magnetic card thing. I don't even know who Stripe is. Snap, I thought Snap was food stamps, but yeah, Snap, that's another tech firm. Not Snap from the USDA food stamp Snap. So look right here. So here's the other article right there. 726 in Bellevue. So I guess this is what I call that doldramatic period. And I use the term back when I learned the geography, the doldrum, that's the windless equatorial regions, but also doldrums could be used in economics term, like right here. I could get this goddamn thing to highlight what I wanted to highlight without highlighting everything else. I won't be having a trip and act a fool on this son of a bitch. But look right here. Annual hunt to cost cutting. It's kind of like how the cops do their damn ticket season. Same shit. So we know that eventually, I'm not going to even talk about this bullshit that happened at Twitter. So a lot of this is companies are preparing for a possibility of an upcoming recession, and the fact that we just came off of a lot of pandemic extra money in the economy. And, you know, that pandemic came with stimulus money so these companies could hire and put people to work. So now that all that shit is running out, these companies starting to lay these people off. And if you one of the terrible if you were one of the ones who could not produce on a job, you one of the ones who stayed in trouble, you came in late, you couldn't produce, you couldn't get your stuff done on time, then you probably gonna be one of the victims of a layoff. I'm not the best worker, so I'm expecting to be laid off myself. So That's just keeping it 100, 350,000, 10 million, billion times real. Billion. That is 1 billion to the 1 billionth power. That number is so damn big that it's going to take you 8 years to write it down. 1 billion. So look right here. Let's see here. What else we have here? I guess I'm saying look right here, but here's another one for you. Damn it. Where is this article? Here we go. DXC. This is the company that came out of Hewlett Packard, and they opened a center in New Orleans, Louisiana. And they goal was to hire 2,000 tech workers. But guess what? They had trouble filling these jobs. They promised to hire 2,000 workers from New Orleans to fill these high-tech jobs. But they was only able to find 300.
New Orleans area,
300.
About 60-something% black. And then you go on your website, you go on DXC website, they're going to put black folks all over like they really give a damn. They just want to make it so it look like a diverse corporation.
So they 1,700 short. The state of Louisiana gave them some type of incentive to hire these people. They couldn't get them because they're so damn selective.
If you're really serious about the black reaching technology, then I would suggest, instead of just hiring blacks just to be these tokens on your website, then invest the same way you would in other cultures in getting the technology message to you that coding is cool. Coding is a great thing. Make it easier for blacks to look into coding. The same way you would look at if you want to make your company look black, you know how to reach out to blacks to put them on the website. So reach out to blacks. And what I'm saying is there are a lot of HBCUs that these companies are not going to. If you could go to Princeton, Harvard, and Yale, then you could go to Jackson State, Spelman, and Grambling. So that's the reason why Black Lives Matter. So until that change, blacks gonna just have to keep fighting for that. And the blacks that really want to take it seriously, they might have to get out of the South. So until you could do that, I'm gonna say continue to invest in your own education and skills. Just because you got a degree, to never stop learning. My goal in this video was not to make this about race, but rather you have to remain competitive regardless of whatever your race is, if you want these jobs.
DXC also took heat for using H1B visas. Guess what that means? They hired people that wasn't in the New Orleans area. H1B visa, this probably means that they hired people from India. So New Orleans is not a city that you want to be in for tech. And the same thing goes with Baton Rouge at the IBM Center. They having trouble staffing people because the projects at IBM, they expect you to go there knowing shit, but they're not training people. I mean, you need to have, you just can't tell somebody to go watch a Udemy course. That's not training. These people need to be put in the office, paired with somebody that know what the fuck they doing. And that's how you get people trained up in this business. So that's my rant for today. Jobs are being cut, and if you working in tech, if you have some type of work, you need to invest in some type of secondary income. If that's a YouTube channel, real estate, doing Uber, putting up TVs on the side, have you a plan B, C, D, F, G, all the way to plan Z. You just got to be prepared because anything could happen. And especially if you have a backup plan. Uber bitch ass could deactivate you in a minute. So switch to Lyft. Even though I hate Lyft, Uber and Lyft could deactivate your bitch ass. So you better be able to go out there, go go call a local taxi cab company and see what it takes to start driving for them. You just got to be prepared because anything could happen out in this world. So I'm done ranting for today.